You ever do that thing where you set a huge, ambitious goal? You're going to get fit, save a ton of money, only to find yourself hitting the snooze button or ordering takeout again? Yeah, we've all been there. It can feel like you're sabotaging yourself. But what if I told you it's not actually your fault? Today, we're going to dig into the ancient wiring in your brain that is actively fighting against your modern goals. I mean, this is the big question, right? It's the heart of the whole struggle. You know what the right choice is for your future self. But man, that choice for right now just feels so much more tempting. So why is that? Well, it turns out the answer has less to do with willpower and a whole lot more to do with evolution. To really get what's going on inside our heads, we have to travel back in time. And I mean way, way back. See, the world our brains were originally built for is completely different from the one we're living in today. It's basically a tale of two very different environments, the ancient savanna and the modern city. So for pretty much all of human history, we lived in what you could call an immediate return environment. Your actions had instant consequences. If you were hungry, you hunted. If you saw a lion, you ran. Survival was all about what you did in the now. But today, we live in a delayed return environment. You go to work today, but you get a paycheck in 2 weeks. You put money in savings now for a retirement that's decades away. You see the massive disconnect here? And here's the part that will absolutely bend your mind. Despite our iPhones, our laptops, our skyscrapers, the actual hardware, the wiring in our skulls is exactly the same as it was tens of thousands of years ago. We are literally navigating a 21st century world with a brain that's hardwired for survival on the ancient savanna. I mean, just look at this timeline. For over 99% of human existence, our brains were being optimized for one thing and one thing only: immediate rewards. And it makes sense, right? The future was totally uncertain. Focusing on later didn't help you survive the day. This new world of ours, this world of long-term planning, is just a tiny blip on the evolutionary radar. Our brains just haven't had time to catch up. So because of this massive evolutionary mismatch, we've all got this little glitch in our thinking. It's a built-in bias that completely distorts how we perceive time and rewards. Behavioral economists have a name for it: time inconsistency. And all it really means is that your brain puts a massive premium on right now. A reward today feels gigantic and real, while an even bigger reward a month from now feels small, abstract, and kind of uncertain. And remember, this wasn't a flaw in the old world. It was a crucial survival feature. It just doesn't serve us very well anymore. And this bias, oh man, it explains one of the most maddening parts of being human. We know that a certain habit is bad for us in the long run, so why on earth is it so incredibly hard to just stop doing it? Well, think about it. The rewards of our bad habits are always immediate. That cigarette calms your nerves right now. That piece of cake tastes amazing right now. The consequences, the bad stuff like cancer or weight gain, those are all delayed. They're abstract problems for some imaginary future you to deal with. Our ancient brain is programmed to take that immediate pleasure every single time. Okay, so this brings us to a really simple but incredibly powerful idea. When it comes to building or breaking habits, it all boils down to one simple thing: the timing. It's all about when the costs and rewards actually happen. The economist Frederick Bastiat put it perfectly, like centuries ago. He said the sweeter the immediate reward of a habit is, the more bitter the long-term consequences are probably going to be. And of course, the opposite is true for all our good habits. I mean, just look at this table. It breaks it all down perfectly. Bad habits feel good now, but they feel bad later. Good habits, well, they're often unenjoyable in the moment, but the ultimate result is fantastic. The big problem? Our brain is hardwired to optimize for that immediate outcome column every single time. Seriously, think about that for a second. The costs of your good habits are always paid today. Dragging yourself to the gym, saying no to that donut, that takes effort right now. But the costs of your bad habits, that's a problem for another day. That's for future you to worry about. And this is the constant internal battle we all fight every day. When you're setting your goals, you're thinking as future you, that amazing, visionary version of yourself who's fit and successful. But when the alarm clock actually rings in the morning, who's in charge? Present you. And all present you wants is to be comfortable and entertained. And guess who always makes the final decision? Present you, who is a sucker for instant gratification. All right, so we've laid out the problem pretty clearly. Our brains are basically wired to work against our best long-term intentions. But here's the good news. Now that we know this, we can actually use it to our advantage. The secret isn't to fight your brain, it's to work with its ancient programming. This right here, this is the key to everything. Just forget willpower for a minute and burn this rule into your mind. What gets immediately rewarded gets repeated. What gets immediately punished gets avoided. If you want to change your habits, for good or for bad, you have to change the immediate consequences. And, there's a hidden advantage in all of this. Since almost everyone is driven by this ancient wiring, they're always just chasing that next quick hit of dopamine. That means if you can learn to master delayed gratification, you'll find there's way, way less competition for the biggest, most meaningful rewards. The last mile of any journey is always the least crowded. And hey, don't just take my word for it. The research on this is overwhelming. People who get good at this skill don't just do better at work. They are healthier, they have better relationships, they handle stress better. I mean, it is a superpower that pays dividends in every single area of your life. So how do we actually do this? Well, it all boils down to a super simple two-step strategy. First, for your good habits, find a way to add a little immediate pleasure. So maybe after you finish your workout, you get to listen to your favorite podcast. Second, for your bad habits, do the opposite. Add a little immediate pain. Trying to quit scrolling on your phone? Get an accountability partner that you have to pay $5 to every time you slip up. The goal is to make the future consequence feel real right here, right now. So it all comes down to this. The epic battle between your present self and your future self isn't won in some grand gesture. It's won or lost in these tiny daily moments. The key is to stop seeing your goals as some far-off destination and start finding ways to make them feel rewarding today. So I'll just leave you with this one question. What is one small, immediate win that you can give your future self right now, today?